signing Liam Delap might be a mistake that might cost Manchester United yet again. And that's me saying because they have an opportunity to go in and get one of the two victors, or even both of them, because it is possible. Now let's go into this situation. Manchester United have reportedly kept an eye and want, especially from Ruben Amorim, want Viktor Gyokeres, especially after he bagged his 58th goal of the year and has won the league that he plays in. Gyokeres is not just a goal-scoring machine. He reminded every single person how physical of a specimen he is when he took off his shirt that game. I'm not here glazing his six packs or his whatever he looked like. I'm just trying to say that is a person that has gone through the grueling schedule of the championship. A lot of people look at, oh, we should get Liam Delap because he's Premier League proven. And because we know that he can actually do it in the Premier League. Let me say this. For some time, you need to understand that Luis Suarez never played in the Premier League before he got here. Philippe Coutinho never played in the Premier League before he got here. And their best season, arguably, was in the Premier League. And they dominated the Premier League because of their skills and their talent, but also the physicality that it came with. For Gyokeres, he actually has played in a championship, which I can actually argue that has a little bit more physicality, is a little bit more extreme than the Premier League. And yes, I understand that he wasn't scoring 50 goals in the Premier League with Coventry, in the championship with Coventry. But we saw the talent, and Ruben Amorim saw the talent, especially with the fact that Manchester United need goals ASAP. We need goals to come in as soon as possible because it is quite difficult for me to even think about and fathom us going into next season without goals. Let me even just look at this fact. Manchester United are looking at Liam Delap, Gyokeres, and loosely Victor Osimhen. In this sense, you are looking at a lot of goals and a lot of surefire goals, and the only person that sounds like a huge risk and gamble to me is Liam Delap. And why do I say that? And only because he's younger, and one thing you cannot say is that Liam Delap can give you 20 goals a season because he hasn't been able to do it. And hasn't been able to do it yet because he's a young player. What Manchester United needs and what Ruben Amorim is saying to the likes of Jason Wilcox is, I need a goal scorer. I need a sure bonfire, sure banker goal scorer, somebody that I know for a fact will take the half chances. Somebody I know that he will get 2 chances and score 1, or maybe 3 chances and score 1. And that to him is Viktor Gyokeres, or one of the victors. Because I would love, to me, it's more of a surefire that Victor Osimhen would actually come to Manchester United and become the best player in our team in terms of goal scoring and become the highest goal scorer, the top goal scorer in the Premier League, because the likes of Cunha, Bruno behind any of the victors is just lethal work, because the way they will create space, because in that situation, who are you going to double? Who are you going to pay attention? Who are you going to game plan for? That is the question that you guys need to think about. With Liam Delap, every single person understand that Bruno is still the threat. Every single defense will understand that Cunha and Bruno is the most threatening player. And you can game plan for 2 players a little bit better than you can game plan for 3. Do you get what I'm saying? I just want you guys to understand my thought process in this situation. In the best of moments, I think Manchester United should do both deals. We should go and get Gyokeres for now and the future, and we should go and get Liam Delap for the future and a sprinkle bit of now. Because I can see Delap's talent, I can see his trajectory is actually going up, and it's a really nice one. However, it's Manchester United for a reason. We can't wait for somebody that has a learner's permit to then become an F1 driver. Ferrari would not do that. You cannot wait for somebody that is still learning his craft to lead the most prestigious club in the world. You can't do that. What I believe it will be a smart move to do, and this all hinges on us winning on Wednesday. because it's also reported that Gyökeres wants to play in the Champions League, and Manchester United can do that by winning on Wednesday. And so, in this sense, what I believe would make sense, and this might be a tough one, but you guys bear with me so we can actually just think about this all around. What I believe could be possible is Manchester United defeat Spurs and we get that 120 million, even though it's not really 120 million because some of that goes into wages. We get about 55 million to 60 million from this qualification. And that alone could go into the pocket of buying Gyökeres. And then we spread it out in a way that we're actually giving installments. So we're not just giving them the lump sum. And in that same breath, use that same pocket of money in the idea of spreading it out and go and get Liam Delap. Because Liam Delap was probably in the discussion anyway, whether we had Champions League or not. But in this case, what we are doing in this case is that we are making our striking force a lot more threatening. We are making teams, when they look at the bench or who is coming on, I'm like, oh my God, he's also going to give us work. That is what we need to be doing. That is the focus of what we need to do as Manchester United. Every single person coming on the bench and every single person starting should put in fear in the minds of their opponent. And what way you would give fear if in the 70th minute, Gyökeres seems like he's gassed after scoring one or two goals. And then you bring on Liam Delap or you bring on Jonathan David. Those are the kind of threats that is mind-blowing. Those are the kind of threats that Manchester United used to have. Those are the kind of threats that we are accustomed to. There was a time where they kept Cristiano Ronaldo on the bench. And it was basically Wayne Rooney and I've forgotten who was playing at that time in the striking force, but they took drawing 2-2 if I'm not mistaken. And you could see Cristiano eager to enter the game. And then, of course, Gaffer, the Sir Alex Ferguson, turns around and says, Cristiano, you just stand up. And you could see the fear. Players already doing this. You could see the fear in them because the best player in the world is on the bench and is coming on when they are gassed, when they are tired, when attention to detail has dropped. That is what Manchester United needs to start doing. First 11 should never be as incredibly higher than our second 11. What we need to do is the floor needs to be raised and therefore the ceiling is basically blown open. And this is why I feel like if Manchester United are a serious club, if Manchester United are somebody that want to not just battle for the first 8, which I absolutely despise, but actually start battling and literally put this rebuild on full-on gear, going straight up to X, accelerating the rebuild, we need to get both of them. I believe that we can. If we are actually doing this right and we truly believe in this team. Because the best resale value is the resale value when we understand, okay, this cannot do it, and we can sell them the next year. Their value is still high. They haven't lost in reputation, but most especially, we will see 4 people vying for 2 positions. We will see 4 people vying for 1 position. And of course, you can say, okay, Rasmus might not be in that equation and might not even stay after that, but I still believe there is a talent there. You get me? I still believe there's a talent in Rasmus Højlund. And he just needs somebody to actually show him how to play, how to do it. Actually not even be the coach, but be in the midst of things, learning from, oh, I see he did that. Oh, I see run. Oh, I see that. That is what he needs to learn from. You get me? And that is why bringing an experienced striker and bringing someone else that would not only push Rasmus, but also push Joshua Zirkzee. And that is what we need at United. And talking about Joshua Zirkzee is so good to hear that. It's so good to hear that Diego Dalot, Joshua Zirkzee, and Lenny Yoro are back in the team training for Manchester United ahead of tomorrow's final. And of course, it's not going to be a heavy training today because the game is tomorrow. It's going to be light work. But the fact that he's out there training with them feels like there's an opportunity that he might come in case things are going wrong. That is it. Anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think about this situation. I I make a promise to you guys today. And I'm trying to talk to you personally. This channel right here is focused on being the best in giving you guys initial content right from what you guys say it should be. It is definitely going to be controlled by the fans and controlled by you guys. That is why the name is Pillar Sports, because you guys are all part of this community and you're pillars of what we are building here. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you haven't. And if we make a deal today, I continue to make this content get better. I continue to give you guys extreme analysis and thought process in this situation. The only thing I ask for you guys is guys to hit that subscribe button, because it definitely gives me encouragement. It definitely gives this channel more in terms of the reach for you guys to be able to see the channel and get it moving into the right direction. I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and comment down below who you think would be the best signing for Manchester United in that striker position. Let me know. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.